Around 2400 BCE, in the deserts of Nubia, a new power rises. Kerma.
Your Defufa grows higher each season, King. A temple fit for gods.
And a throne fit to challenge the Nile.
By 1750 BCE, allied with the Hyksos, Kerma's army surged.
Over 4.5 millennia ago, on the edge of the Nile, stone began to rise toward the sky. First, Imhotep stacked limestone tiers for his king, Djoser, an idea the world had never seen. Not long after, the horizon filled with even greater geometry. The Great Pyramid of Giza, a mountain of masonry, born of stone, sunlight, and ambition. Around 50 years before the Common Era, its scribes craft a new alphabet, Ge'ez, an enduring voice of the continent. Obelisks climb skyward while markets overflow with cinnamon, silk, and ivory. From this port, ships ride monsoon winds. Around 250 of the Common Era, on the floodplains of the Niger, fields of African rice flourished. By 300, Gene had become the trade heart of this homegrown grain. Not a kingdom, not a capital. By 400.
Around 800 CE, on the shores of Lake Chad, the Kanem Empire rose, its walls guarded by desert winds and trade caravans. A century later, the Sayfawa dynasty would seize the throne, beginning a reign that lasted 7 centuries, one of the longest in human history. Scholars traveled with...
Around 1000 BCE, in the heart of West Africa, the Nok people coaxed iron from fire, sparks of a new age. A century later, along the Nile, Kushite kings shifted their capital to Napata, carrying their power north beneath the sacred mountain. And in
Around the year 1000, in the forests of West Africa, a new power rises, the Kingdom of Ife. A century later, its artists shape Earth into breathtaking terracotta portraiture, faces so lifelike they seem to breathe. Across the desert, 1130 marks the surge of the Almohad Caliphate.
1200, on the high plateau of southern Africa, stone walls began to rise. Great Zimbabwe was taking shape. By 1300, its master builders crowned their enclosure with the mysterious conical tower, a symbol of power and ingenuity. Far to the northwest, in 1235, the Battle of Kyrene. On the sandstone ridges of the Sahara, more than 4,000 years ago, the people of Dar Tachit built a city of stone. Their alleys bustled with traders and storytellers, their walls guarded by watchtowers, and their memories etched into rock. Centuries later, to the south, in the early 1400s, a new power rises in West Africa, the Kingdom of Benin. Under Oba Iwari the Great, its walls are pushed far beyond the horizon, an earthwork more massive than the Great Wall of China. He forges a network of royal guilds, bronze casters who shape history and metal. In 1324, the Emperor of Mali, Mansa Musa, set out across the desert on a pilgrimage so legendary it flooded the markets of Cairo with gold. Just 3 years later, the University of Sankore in Timbuktu opened its doors, preserving hundreds of thousands of manuscripts, astronomy, law, poetry.
At the dawn of a new age, on the savannas of the south, a vision took root. Builders raised walls of stone that kissed the sun, and a people forged a home of strength and beauty. From council halls and bustling markets to watchful warriors at the gates, the spirit...
In 1464, a warrior from the Songhai people rose to power, Soni Ali Bear. From Gao, he forged a cavalry that thundered across the savannah. 4 years later, under a moonlit sky, his forces seized the legendary city of Timbuktu from the Tuareg.
At the dawn of the 16th century, high on a plateau of the Congo River Basin, the Kingdom of Congo raised its capital toward the sky. In 1506, young Nzinga Nkuwu took the throne as Afonso I. Guided by faith, he dreamed of a Christian...
In 1590, Nchare Yen founded the Kingdom of Bama, a new power rising in the Green Highlands. By the mid-1600s, the Nuwan Festival took root, a lively, sacred council where leaders answered to the people. Around 1700, Bambam Smith's master...
1980, in the forests of present-day Ghana, the Asante Empire began to rise under the leadership of a visionary chief, Osei Tutu. Guided by the wisdom of the priest Okamfo Anokie, unity was forged, and the mystical golden stool was declared the soul of the Asante nation.
1808, the House of Kings fell, and a new power rose on the savannah. The Sokoto Caliphate strode forth, its banner snapping in the wind. Within 2 years, schools bloomed like acacia after rain, literacy igniting across the region. And in 1820, the Nile carried Egyptian ambitions south.
In 1823, the Kingdom of Dahomey threw off Oyo domination, its banners snapping over a liberated coast. 2 decades later, its rulers built a meticulous tax census, ledgers, abacuses, and trained clerks keeping the economy humming. Meanwhile,
in 23, Dahomey breaks free from Oyo's shadow and claims its destiny. 2 decades later, scribes count fields, herds, and harvests with a precision that feeds the throne. Far to the east in 1840, the Lunda Empire forges a kinship